Good evening, everybody. I had a flashback a moment ago with my mother. I think it was, the second or third week of the Lenten season. I think I was in 7th or 8th grade, and I came and it was a Friday, and I came in from playing, and my mother said, go ahead and eat. I put your plate on the table. My brother was someplace else. I don't know where he was. And my father, who was a miner, had gone off to the graveyard shift. So I'm sitting there, and I came to the table, and I can't remember what form of meat it was, but there was meat there on the plate. And I looked up at my mother, and she said, "Well, what's the matter?" And I said, "Well, we're not supposed to eat meat during Lent on Fridays." And she was just completely beside herself. And she says, "Well, Raymond, let me tell you." Now, when your mother says that and she sits down quietly next to you, she's got some words of wisdom to say. And she basically said to me, "It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. I don't want to waste that. And it's better that you have it now. It's fresh. I just made it for you. And you know what? Tomorrow we shall fast." I thought that was really good on her part, because she didn't get all flustered, she didn't get all broken apart or anything. She just said, "It's going to be okay." And then she concluded, she says, "God still loves you so very much." So if during the Lenten season, whatever it is that you're going to be doing, and you forget what it is that you're going to be doing with your fasting, your prayer, your almsgiving, whatever it might be, and it just in the 3rd or 4th week of the Lenten season, it's just not going your way, just take a deep breath and say, "It's going to be okay. God still loves me. It's just going to be okay." I'm reading a book, and it's by a gentleman by the name of Father Ed Hayes, and it's called A Lenten Pharmacy. It's really unique, and I just want to share a little bit from the preface of the book. He says, "A preface to the Lenten Pharmacy." He says, "Therapeutic may seem an odd adjective for a season that traditionally is observed with fasting, almsgiving, and prayer and fasting. Yet it is appropriate to think of Lent in terms of a pharmacy, which can be either a place or a process of healing. For its origins are from the Greek, pharmakon, meaning purification through purging, and pharmakeia, meaning the use of drugs. Indeed, Lent is a healing purge of anything that makes us sick in soul or body." So I took those first couple of lines and I thought to myself, what do I need to purge myself from? I'm approaching the Lenten season as if it is a pharmacy, and I'm going to receive some kind of medicine in order to purge myself of that which is of no use to me and which gets in the way of my relationship with God. Can it be my greed, my being unfaithful in whatever way that might be? Or is it my hypocrisy, saying, I say that I live this way, but I really don't? Now, all of us here can think of what it is that we need to purge ourselves from in our fasting, prayer, and almsgiving. We can't just allow those to be, "Oh, look at me." Maybe you're saying to yourself, "I'm doing so well during this Lenten season, all the prayers that I'm doing, all the fasting that I'm doing, all of the almsgiving it's not about me. It's not just about me tapping myself on the shoulder. No, it's about who I am in my relationship with Jesus Christ and who I am in relationship with others around me." So maybe we can see Jesus as a pharmacist, and a healer who's offering us a prescription of 40 days of healing and renewal. That's all. We never get it right. We never get it perfect. That's okay. Just look at it as Jesus being our healer, offering us some sort of medicine in order to bring ourselves up and feeling much healthier. I always like to say that Lent is making a U-turn for Christ. You've probably heard that before. I'm not always going in the direction of Christ, but now I've got to make a U-turn, and how am I going to live my life out? So today's ashes, as Father Ed Hayes says, let today's ashes vaccinate us from the bacteria, the fungus of procrastination and laziness that deadens our minds and hearts, that is so very common in our culture. What will it be? How will I live out these 40 days? What is it that I need to do? What is it that I need to say? How is it that I need to live my life out for others, who are around me and in this world? When I do Mass periodically at St. Bernard's in Purtleville, and at Christmas time, with the beginning of the Jubilee 25, I suggested to people there, and I think they're appropriate for this season as well, for this Lenten season, since we're in the year of Jubilee, I suggested a few ways to reset our relationship with God. One of them could be forgive someone within the family or a friend, co-worker who has wronged us. Expect nothing in return except a new beginning. Embrace that person with true compassion. We do not want to be hard-hearted. Or free someone we know from the money they owe us, or maybe part of it. Wiping clean the slate. After all, to celebrate the Jubilee year of 2025, all debts are forgiven. Or maybe give a gift to someone who is in need. That is, prepare a food box worth, let's say, $15 or so of non-perishables and give that to somebody who is in need. And maybe do that 2 or 3 times if financially able to do that during the Lenten season. Or pay in full, or maybe a portion, or get someone else to help you for us to do that, to pay someone else's rent, electric, or water bill. St. Basil the Great stated, "When someone steals another's clothes, we call them a thief. Should we not give the same name to ourselves who could clothe the naked but choose not? The excess food in your cupboard belongs to the hungry. The coat, the shirt, the blouse, the skirt, the sweater, unused in your closet, belongs to the one who needs it." He says the shoes rotting in your closet belong to the one who has no shoes. Maybe, taking St. Basil the Great's advice, go to our closets and ask ourselves, do I really need all this clothing? And ask ourselves, what is it that I could prepare to rid myself of and prepare that for someone else who is in need and give that to, let's say, the St. Vincent de Paul Society. Finally, what about making the time then during the Lenten season to reset our relationship with creation around us? Why not be proactive and look into our neighborhood and say, what part of my neighborhood could I clean up? Maybe I could ask a friend or someone else. Let's take this opportunity during these 40 days to clean up God's creation where I happen to live. Now, those are just a couple of suggestions. You can decide. You know what it is that you would want to do. And so let us pray during these 40 days of the Lenten season through our prayer, fasting, and almsgiving that we will renew ourselves, and renew not only ourselves, but renew our relationship with Jesus Christ, our friendship with Him, and also our relationship and friendships with one another.